Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with a little unboxing video for you today. Actually, probably going to be a pretty lengthy one because I'm going to give my first impressions as well on this Demko Knives MG20 or the MG20. I'm not sure exactly what I've heard it called both things, but it's mostly listed as the MG20. MG20 means it's machine ground blade instead of the hand ground blade. Perfectly fine with that because this is $425 instead of $825 for the hand ground blade. I'll take the machine ground one. Thank you very much. Other than that, they are pretty much exactly the same. I do want to give a big shout out to John Demko over at Demko Knives, Andrew Demko's brother. He got this out to me next day air. Very much appreciate that because I'm reviewing this for Knives Illustrated deadlines on Monday. So I wanted to get it in, have a little bit more time with it. So I do appreciate him doing that so much. Custom build. It's a 3V blade. I will say, watching for this thing this morning, because I'm so stoked about this thing. You guys have no idea. I'm a huge Demko Knives fan. I met him at Blade Show. Andrew's the nicest guy. He came up and actually said hi to me. I didn't realize who he was for a minute. And I was very, very embarrassed by it. I kind of big-timed him for half a second before I realized who he was. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But really nice dude. But I will say that UPS tracker thing, that now you can like see where the truck is and all that, that's a blessing and a curse, guys, because like you're like, oh cool, I can see exactly when it's going to show up, and then also you're just sitting there watching it, yelling at the UPS driver through your computer screen, going like, where are you going? What the hell are you doing? Why did you go to that block? Why didn't you go to mine? It's blessing and curse. Man, let's get this thing open. Yes, it is a 3V blade one. You can get it in 20 CV as well. They're all the same price. Oh, here she is. I'm going to do some size comparisons, and there will be more Demko-ness in that, I assure you. Yeah, got the gray G10. Brian Speck is back, baby. No, I just thought it fit really well with this knife. That is a pretty heavy stonewash. This has the new shark lock, which I'm very interested in trying out. Oh yeah, it doesn't flip from there, you moron. Live television, everybody. Of course, it's just thumb studs. That's just the lock. I see a flipper and I flip it. Man, it feels very smooth. Yes, it is. I did get mine with the hole. I could get with or without, but I chose the hole. So this is my first, I guess you call it mid-tech, semi-custom actual Demko. And I'm really excited about it. Good. The G10 isn't really crazy rough. That was one of the only few things I was worried about is that G10 going to be crazy? And it is not at all. It's very aggressive, but it's not nuts. So I don't think I'm going to have to be sanding down the contact patch or anything like that. I like that the shark lock's a little different color there. I think that's kind of cool. Got 3 standoffs in the back. I don't think this is an ambidextrous clip. No, I can't see how it would be. Looks like they could do another one, like they do for some of their knives. Like for the AD10, comes with 2 clips. Looks like they could do that. We'll see if that happens in the future. I bet it's custom. I bet they might do that if you ask them nicely. Removable thumb stud. Ergos are very, very, very good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the shark lock acts as a bit of a ramp, or you can choke up a little bit. And you do have room to move up here if you want to. Nothing to stop you from hacking your digit off, though. So wouldn't do that a whole lot, but if it's a light-duty thing, you can definitely do that. Like I said, 3V, so as soon as this camera turns off, I will be putting EDCI on it. The Aegis EDCI, I highly recommend that stuff for protecting blades. Machine ground or not, that is wicked sharp, for absolutely sure. Do I have some paper around here? Feels like I should since I just opened a box, but I'm not seeing any that doesn't have my name on it. My giant piles of mail. Here we go. Let's do the back side of this. What is this even from? Oh, yeah. So, yep. That ain't bad out the box. Not at all. Very few stats available for this at the current moment. I'm seeing, I'm reading it from Knife Joy right now. Overall length, 8.5 inches. Blade length, 3.7. Weight to be determined. We'll get to that in a moment. We'll determine it ourselves. But first of all, let's do some size comparisons. We'll start out with the 2 usuals and then some larger knives that are more kind of in this size and price bracket. You have your full-size Griptilian and your full-size paramilitary 2. You can see it's not that dramatically longer than either of those. Not too bad. And now some other stuff that it compares to. First obvious choice is one you just saw a second ago. The AD20 cold steel, Andrew Demko design. Another one that's this is like almost dead on to what the custom is like. Yeah, about the same length as the AD20, but not nearly as bulky of a knife. And then we'll bring out a couple of hinders. I have one in my pocket. Shocking. This is an XM18 Warncliffe, but standard XM18 3.5 inch size. And then I brought stuff out and prepared for this unboxing because I've been very eager to get this thing, an XM24. So you can see it's kind of between those. Sorry, I didn't mute my computer. I guess I'm not completely prepared. Where's that mute button? It's between those, but yeah, closer to the 18 than the 24. And then lastly, we will bring out, this is the Spartan Harsey folder and the Chris Reeve Sebenza 31. So yeah, a little larger than a 31, just a hair shorter, but a bit bulkier than the Harsey. Okay, now let's fiddle with this thing some more. Get some weights and stats and all that stuff. Doesn't feel too bad. I'll take a wild guess. I'm gonna say right around 6. Am I doing this right? There we go. That lock's going to take half a second to get used to, but I don't think much more than that. Turn on the old scales. Hello! All right. 6.3. That was close. You know, is it light? No. Is that kind of the weight of knife I've been carrying lately? Yeah, it does seem to be, so that doesn't really bother me much. Let's just look at thickness behind the edge and like thickness of the blade stock and all that stuff. Put a new battery in my calipers so they're working good again. Can't believe I tried to use that like a flipper tab early. I'm sure I'm not the only idiot that's done that, but I will admit that it was an idiotic thing to do. Yeah, it's a beefy boy. 0.18 blade stock. What's the thickness behind the edge? Should have my glasses on for this one. Yeah, 26 thousandths. 26 thousandths. Not too bad. I'm sure it's not going to be exactly a slicing machine, but I just showed you it's very, very sharp out of the box, absolutely for sure. But look at that tip, and you can do some damage with that. It's got some schmutz on the end there. There we go. Yeah, you can do some real damage with that sucker for sure. Holy crap. It's time to go out and start stabbing car doors. Yeah, this is going to be a real workhorse for me, and I intend on using the heck out of it. This is not going to be a safe queen or anything like that, even though it's my first real Demko. I'm sure it won't be my last, but oh, look at that inside there. It's got a little marking on it. That's cool. I don't know if you can see it right in the camera. There we go. Yeah, definitely a handmade knife other than the blade. Hand assembled anyway. Yeah, so pretty cool. Pretty much liking this. A little bit of stick on that lock. A lot of stick on that lock. There we go. Hopefully that's just newness. Let's see. Does it again. Yeah, now it's coming out. I think it's just the brand newiness of it. Yeah, it's loosening up. Yeah, this was literally assembled yesterday, so I'm getting its very first flicks. There we go. Yeah, that was a bit alarming for a second, but it came right loose. Pretty cool. And I do like this lock. It's running on bearings, so once you release it, it's very drop shutty. This is going to be fun. A big old beast that's just a lot of fun to play with. Okay, we're going to cut in here to about 20 minutes in the future. First of all, lock stick's gone. I sprayed it out with some compressed air. Got rid of it immediately. I think it was just... sometimes surfaces like that, you think they want lube, and they really, really don't. And I think it was just factory lube and migrated around and got on that surface. As soon as I did that, it's completely fine now. So no problems there. Just wanted to clear that up, as I'm still not mastering this thing, though. There we go. And also, we didn't talk about the carry. I mentioned this, the texture of this G10, and I didn't show it. So bring out Eel Weave Eyes. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's definitely not, going to be, it's not going to, caress your jeans in a nice, gentle little hug. It's definitely, you could hear the noise as it went in, but yeah, not bad. And I'm wearing 511 tactical shorts right now, which are reinforced pockets and pretty thick, and it slid in and out just absolutely fine. So, and once it's in there, not bad. Pretty easy to get your hand past. The only thing I will mention that I noticed right off the bat the first time I put it in there is that shark lock. It'll bite you. Not necessarily, but it's shark. It's the nature of the shark. But this jimping here, you definitely do feel that when you go by. It's not a deal breaker by any stretch of the imagination, but you're going to notice that very fine jimping up there. It's just it might scratch your little pinky, so just be aware of that. But yes, lock stick is gone. Just needed to get cleaned out a little bit. Yeah, this is much easier when you hold it vertically, but it doesn't look as good on camera. I love that noise. I can't identify exactly what it sounds like, but that's cool for sure. Yes, I'm very much liking this. So if you want to read or hear more about this, stay tuned on this channel. I'll be doing a full review of it, or read Knives Illustrated magazine. I think it's in the September-October issue. I should probably know that as the editor exactly what day it comes out, but I do not recall. But anyway, go check it out there. It's our American-made themed issue. I thought this would be really great to get in there. So, and again, thank you very much to John for getting this to me so fast, and thank you, Andrew, for designing a really, really cool knife. This thing is awesome. Now to go EDCI it and put it in my freaking pocket. I've been Brian. Have a good one.